Rec League Podcast. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell your family, tell your haters. Available on Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Radio Public, Podchaser, Breaker, Pocket Cast, Good Pods, and Stitcher. At Rec League Podcast on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. At Rec League Pod on Twitter. Episode 73 coming soon. Yo, whether you watching this from Facebook, Twitter, click the link in my Instagram or YouTube itself. What up, world? So, I just watched House of Gucci. It is the new, I don't want to say crime, but it's like the new inspired by true events drama starring Lady Gaga, Adam Driver, Al Pacino, Jeremy Irons, Jared Leto, and Jack Houston. It is directed by Ridley Scott, who is a legend. Let's get that out the way before any of y'all that's too busy glued to the phone start talking shit. As I say this recording on a phone. He's directed Alien, Blade Runner, Black Rain, Thelma and Louise, G.I. Jane, Gladiator, Black Hawk Down, Hannibal, a gang of shit in the 2000s with Russell Crowe, American Gangster, Body of Lies, A Good Year, Robin Hood, Prometheus, Alien Covenant, Exodus, Gods and Kings, All the Money in the World. Most recently, like 6-7 weeks ago, The Last Duel, also with Adam Driver. So you got Lady Gaga, because I'm not out here about to be mispronouncing no names. And she meets Adam Driver, sees the potential, and I can't say if she saw like the potential like to have dollar signs. It's not necessarily so like she using him for his money, but she saw like she tried to sink her teeth into the company, and dominoes fall, and somebody who's not particularly familiar with this story definitely didn't see where it was going. I was excited for this. Like I said, Ridley Scott is one of these dudes. He got a new movie coming. I'm interested. I've said that once or twice this weekend. I loved The Last Duel. Like, it sucks. Like, I know that's what the news is right now. Old man Ridley Scott shits on 20-somethings for not going to see his movie. Motherfucker, he put effort and work into a movie and it didn't make back. He's gonna be pissed. There's always a blame game. I'm tired of hearing about shit like this. It's just like athletes, the NBA players, NFL players. Oh, they couldn't hang in my day. These young players couldn't hang in my day. Who gives a fuck? It's not your day. But it's still Ridley Scott's day because he got 2 good movies this year. First and foremost, Lady Gaga is at the very least going to get nominated for this performance. She's phenomenal. This is her movie. She carries this shit. And it's again, for those not familiar with this story, I don't want to give too much away. But I'll say, she's always there. I don't know how accurate this is. This is inspired by true events. So I know that there are some liberties taken to make the movie more Hollywood and make the movie more cinematic, whatever. Everybody has an arc. You know what I'm saying? Everybody starts at one point and doesn't end this movie where they started. Lady Gaga is working for her father, ends up married into the Gucci family, and Adam Driver is timid and he doesn't want to be in that life, and then things happen and he ends up in that life, evolving to a point that I don't know if anybody saw him becoming. I don't want to say Al Pacino is hamming it up, but Al Pacino is on his Italy very strong. Like Al Pacino again, a legend. Like there's so many legends in this movie, involved in this movie, man. Um, I think I think Al Pacino could get nominated, but I think Jared Leto should be nominated. I think Jared Leto should be a lock for Best Supporting Actor. He's having so much fun with this shit. Jared Leto like is the comic relief kind of. Like I think I went in like tonally. I don't know if I ever got used to it tonally, because the trailers may have sold like some kind of like mafia conspiracy murder crime movie, and it's not that. So like I don't know if I ever got comfortable with the tone. It's just the life. It's just what happened, and then it gets heavy in the last maybe 30 minutes or so. There came a point when I knew what was going down with Adam Driver. And even talking about him, man, like I loved what he did in The Last Duel. And it's complete. It's like obviously it's a different performance, but it just shows like two movies with the same director just showing so much range. The accusation is false. This is a glamorous ass movie, man. Like this movie starts with Lady Gaga narrating, telling everybody watching it how poor they are, and I'm poor as fuck. The vibe of this movie is somewhere, like I hate to say it because it kind of makes my brain explode. It's between Wall Street and The Wolf of Wall Street. It's just it's rich. You know what I'm saying? Like this is a movie about rich people, but it's like it's executed kind of exaggerated, and like I'm lifting a reaction straight from my dog Nick Goodman, who should be on the podcast this weekend. But it's not as good as The Wolf of Wall Street. It's not as funny. Like I said, Jared Leto's comic relief, and he's ridiculous. Like it's an interesting ridiculous. Like this movie's never boring. It didn't go where I thought it was going to. So while like I see Oscar nominations up and down this, it isn't quite as good as I hoped it would be, but it's still a good movie. So with all that being said, I will say that in my opinion, House of Gucci is dope. Have you seen House of Gucci, man? What you think about it? Positive, negative, somewhere in between? Let me know. I've literally recently, posted reviews for Encanto and Resident Evil, Welcome to Raccoon City. I've recently posted reviews for Ghostbusters Afterlife, King Richard, Red Notice, Clifford the Big Red Dog. Nothing next weekend, but we're in December, and the weekend after, at the very least, I want to watch West Side Story. So, get on the podcast. We coming tomorrow, Monday. We talking Ridley Scott. Probably not too into House of Gucci. Maybe not even too into The Last Duel, but he's got a long enough career. We'll be talking about Ridley Scott for a couple hours. So, like, subscribe, comment. Find me where you find me, man. Don't know where to find me. Watch these credits. Peace.